Ready? From Smoke District, where we're shooting live here in Tampa, Parlay Bros.
Let's go.
We are back for episode 7. And at the Smoke District here
On
in Tampa,
location, guys.
on location.
On
We got the
location.
humidor.
I mean, does it get any better than this, guys?
Romeo and Julieta were smoking.
Yep.
Life is good, and we're
Olivia?
ready for another weekend of football. Man, lots going on. Last week was wild.
Yes, it was.
So let's talk NFL. Who wants to kick us off?
I'll start us off because I went 3-0.
Oh,
Let's go.
wait. Do we bring the duck?
No.
Okay, we won't forget.
Move
Next time we get the duck.
Yeah, Duck had to stay home today.
Yeah,
Duck,
yes.
Wasn't allowed out of the
But
house.
quack, quack, my friend.
Yes.
Oh, thank
Kev, do
you.
you remember the
That
wins?
Quacktastic.
Yeah, so I had Amon-Ra St. Brown for 71.5 yards over. He went 8 for 9 with 100 yards.
He did great.
Well done.
He did great. Josh Allen, I had him to throw over 1.5 touchdowns. Now, this one was a little bit of a sweat because he didn't throw his first touchdown to the third quarter.
Yes.
And didn't throw his second touchdown until there was about 7.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
That game was a killer because I cannot believe they lost that game.
I know. That
Yeah.
was nuts.
I wonder if
was
some people
insane.
had them on their Survivor list.
Oh, I'm sure
a
they
little
did.
bit later in the season, you know?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
definitely were I think it was the 4th most picked Survivor team.
Yeah. And then my other bet was a parlay. So I had Dallas money line to win.
Yep.
No sweat there. I had Carolina money line to win. Now that came down literally to the last 2 minutes. That
Sweating bullets.
Yeah.
yeah.
They had 5 games last week that were down by double digits and came back and actually won the game outright.
5 games.
5 teams, yeah.
Man.
How crazy is that?
So I remember watching that game. I took
Miami.
before the game started. Miami in the money line.
Yeah.
Hard Rock app offered me my cash out, which is almost exactly like the full payout. So I took the money, and at the very end, I was like, they lost.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
I know,
That's what I'm saying.
it was nuts.
Then
Boy, did that
literally 5 teams were double digits down, came back to win. That was one of those games.
Yep.
Can you imagine the in-game betting going on?
Oh, yeah.
During those games?
Well, think of the Broncos game as well. 17-3, they come back and beat Philadelphia outright. You know what I mean?
Well, the way that game ending was wild too. So
Yeah.
the one was Amari DeMarcado just running. He pretty much ran one. He broke one. I think it was 71 yards, and then he just right before the goal line, he drops the ball.
Yeah.
And then they,
Now, did he get cut? I
No.
thought there was a thing where like they were going to
No.
cut him.
He
the
didn't
coach
get
was
cut. His
irate.
coach was.
Yeah.
Livid.
He was yelling.
coach was hitting him
couple
on the
hits,
side of
couple
the
hits,
sideline.
Yeah.
couple shots taken.
Yes.
It's like, how does that happen at this level? Like,
That wasn't the only like game changer. Then they intercept the ball. Arizona does, and then it catches the ball, makes a move, fumbles. It rolls into the end zone, and then the other team they pretty much got a touchdown.
Titans got it. Yeah, it's totally crazy.
That was nuts.
Totally agree.
Two
Crazy game.
playmaking just
Yeah.
drivers like
Is
that.
it
That's
Yeah.
why we watch the
Turn right
games.
around.
You never know what's going to happen.
They say it's the best show on TV.
That is.
Yeah, and then the third game was another one of those upsets. I've had Jacksonville at plus 3.5, and they outright beat Kansas City. That
Yeah.
was
Another crazy
a
one.
crazy game. I was trying to
Another.
go to sleep,
Yeah.
but the game was on. I couldn't stop watching.
Yeah.
It was a good. It was,
And once
It was a
again,
good
one
one.
thing you can learn is when you watch the game script of a game. And so as you can see, Trevor Lawrence was running the ball a ton. So I actually bet the prop of Trevor Lawrence to get over 22 yards. And then during the game, I won that bet. I actually did another bet to get over 45 because he just kept running and running and running. So once
Yeah.
you see the game script of a game, you can literally get in there
Yep.
and make money doing it that way.
Just keep betting.
Yeah, just keep betting.
live prop bets are awesome.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, they're so
And
much fun to
that
watch.
last play where Trevor Lawrence was like bootleg left, fell over
Yeah.
again,
Oh, it was crazy.
Yeah.
ran it in.
Yeah.
You see the defenders too. They're looking at him. They're like, the play's got to be dead.
Oh,
They
he's
just
down.
stop.
He's down.
Right?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
They assumed someone touched him from the defense, and no one did.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like,
Rolled
what's
it up.
happening?
yeah.
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 So then that was your recap of last week. I mean, last week was pretty wild. So I don't know if you guys noticed, but I am wearing the hat of shame. So we got a special hat made for the Parlay Bros where it's the hat of shame. So I decided to, take the Giants on the money line against the line taking the Saints.
Saints.
So because of that, I pay from a round of golf, and I am wearing the hat of shame. So
I appreciate that you own up to that.
Yeah,
Props
exactly.
for
Yes.
that.
Plus, I
Absolutely.
was really happy. I got to the golf course today. He's like, "You've already been paid for."
it's done. It's done. It's been done.
So-
But yeah, so this is the hat you guys wear if we end up if we guys take on each other.
Well, now we need
And
to
then-
get a
I
dunk
love
hat
it.
in
I
case
love
we go Kev style.
And I
3-0.
think this week we might be taking each other on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some conflicting
So
bets.
one of us will be having to wear the hat.
It's a very
Yeah.
comfortable hat. Looks good too.
Cool. Should we
All
move into
right.
this week?
Oh, you want to kick us off with your picks?
Absolutely, I
this
can.
week on
Quick
NFL?
recap on my picks. Week 5, I went I was 2 out of 3. So I got right the Dallas. Took them to take the 2.5 points. They won 37-22. I picked Indy to cover against Vegas. They won 40-6.
Yes.
Beautiful game. And then the one I did lose, which is why I'm wearing the hat, oh shame, is the Giants money line. So, which is funny because I remember when we were watching the game, it was like 14-0. I'm like, oh, this is looking good.
Yes.
And that's all they scored. After that. That was pretty much
Another
that's-
game where a double-digit comeback.
That
Yeah.
is
Yep.
all she wrote.
Yep.
So yeah,
It's like when you have the over and the over's like 40 and there's like 30 points scored in the first half and then
Yeah.
like zilch second half.
Yeah.
Here you're thinking you're coasting.
Yep.
Yep. No, but I mean, just like last week was a lot of underdogs just winning outright.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it was kind of
Oh,
wild.
yeah.
We talked about a couple. I believe our Buccaneers too were also the underdog.
They were.
3.5
Yes.
point
They were.
dog
Yeah.
against
Yes.
Seattle winning
Yeah, yeah.
outright.
Yeah.
So,
Awesome
yeah.
game.
Great game.
So
Oh,
that
yeah.
was a really good game. Oh, I mean, if you watched it too, both quarterbacks threw 3 touchdowns. And then I forget what crazy statistic. I mean, I think it was like over 300 some passing yards.
That was crazy.
It was absolutely insane. So they
Yeah.
were slinging the rock quite a bit around. So
Super fun game to watch.
Oh my
Super
God!
fun.
The back and forth on that game was amazing.
I think
Yeah.
it's like hands down, no doubt, the Bucks are the most exciting team to watch this year in the NFL.
They really
every
are.
They
game
are.
is just like, besides maybe one, they're
Yeah.
like fighting to come back.
Plus
back and forth.
the chatter for Baker for MVP is continuing
Oh, yeah.
to get louder and louder.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
think
yeah.
of what he means to this team. Because when you think of the award, most valuable player, it's all about what you mean to that team.
Yep.
He truly is the heart and soul of this team.
100%.
Absolutely. It's when I took that ticket last week, it was 12-1. This morning I looked, it's at plus 850.
Yeah.
So it's getting bet up
Oh,
quite a
he's
bit. So
tons of chatter there.
And he's fun to watch. So I mean,
Yeah,
it's
I know.
one of those
Yeah.
things where he rolls out. His rushing prop, by the way, has been hot all season.
Oh, my God.
So that is
Yes.
one. I think if I look at the numbers, I mean, I know a Bucks are 4-1. I think he's probably hit it 4 out of the 5 games. The rushing prop.
Oh yeah,
So
100%.
if he doesn't
100%.
see what he likes, he definitely peels out and he runs out. So
Playing elite.
elite.
Yeah.
Playing so good.
it was so good. So pick number 1 for me on week 6, Dallas versus Carolina. I'm taking Dallas on 3. I think that offense is just it's getting going. It's fun to watch. So I mean, it's George Pickens, it's Jake Ferguson, and then Javonte Williams definitely found the new home in Dallas as far as
Oh,
running
yeah.
the ball. So
Yeah.
I think they can run the ball. And then again, just Dak Prescott. He's actually another one too that's been talked about a little bit too about the MVP. I mean,
Yeah.
because
What's very interesting about that is there's actually a lot of talk about him getting the Offensive Player of the Year.
Okay.
Because in order to get the MVP vote, you have to be on a winning team, and there's a lot of concern that Dallas will not be there towards the end. But his numbers will basically justify an Offensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, he's
Currently
been
at 40 to
unstoppable.
1.
Oh
So,
my
yeah.
gosh,
Yeah,
wow.
I was
Dak's
looking to
been
put some money on
unstoppable.
that.
Are you
yeah.
going to do that? You put some money
I'm
on
gonna
it?
put some money on that.
40 to 1. Nice.
No,
Yeah.
I definitely like it. And then for me too, watching Carolina, I mean, I feel like they lost just due to Miami taking their foot off the gas pedal a bit too, because they
Yeah.
were up quite a bit. I think it was 17-0 at one point, and then it was just the offense just kept on going. So I mean,
Yeah.
if Dallas can kind of contain it a little bit, I think we should have a nice little. I mean, I love the idea of it being -6, not a whole touchdown. Field goals will push. I'm thinking that they'll probably win by a little bit more than that. So that's my first pick. So
Love it.
that's week 6, number 1. Number 2, I'm going to take New England -3.5 over New Orleans Saints. The Saints cannot beat me twice back to back. I'm going back to that. Plus, if you watch that game against the Buffalo Bills, man, it was crazy. Like, Drake May looked pretty good.
Yeah.
And the
Stephon
defense,
Diggs.
and the defense
Yeah.
looked really well as
Yes,
well. You know what I mean?
absolutely. Yeah. no, the defense looked good. Stephon Diggs looked good.
Yep.
I just think all in all, I think they could put together a better strategy overall over the Saints. So plus, I think there's been rumors about possibly trading Alvin Kamara.
Yes.
Because he's an older running back, you'd want to go like a winning team.
Yes.
They could probably get something out of it. So I just kind of see like a lot of just a lot of chatter in that locker room. So.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun to see like the storylines and like who's in the groove. We're starting to get more data points every
Oh yeah,
week.
every week.
Yes, exactly. And pick number 3 for me, I'm going to go Tampa Bay Buccaneers -3 over San Francisco 49ers. Actually, this is a game we talked about earlier because you were talking about taking the 49ers in the 3.
Yes.
And we'd go back-to-back
Yes.
weeks. However,
yes.
I think you're going to shy away from that one because I think you heard that you said Mac Jones is probably going to be playing.
Correct.
Yeah.
Brock Purdy did not practice today, and when you don't practice on a Thursday, you're probably not going to play in the game.
Not
Yeah.
looking good.
Did you guys watch that game for Mac Jones?
Dude,
I
he's
can't
broken.
I can't believe he finished that game. He was
know.
huddled up. He was vomiting. He was
Yeah.
like limping. His
Yeah.
pants were. I mean, it just all a mess.
Well, what's
man.
so crazy about that game, that was the #1 game picked in Survivor.
Oh wow.
And so the Rams being at home on a Thursday night, going down to a 49ers team which is decimated by injuries.
Jeez.
Think of the number of people who lost their Survivor
I
pick.
know. It's
So a lot
crazy.
of it was crazy that 3 of the top 4 lost.
Yeah.
Also Arizona versus Tennessee. Also, as we mentioned, the crazy ending of the finish there, and then
Yeah.
Buffalo losing as well.
Was it last week that 2 teams got knocked out because of a tie? Or was that 2 weeks ago?
It was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was nuts.
Yeah,
what
that was
what a
the
crappy way to
Dallas
lose your Survivor.
Oh,
season.
terrible.
Yeah.
Especially when it's a $1,000 ticket.
What's crazy too about the whole Mac Jones game is it's like I think everyone kind of faded them right before kickoff just because like again there's so many players were hurt.
Yep.
I mean there's just another team that just likes to battle it out and just
Oh.
get scrappy.
And Mac
'cause, I
Jones
mean,
was hurt before the game as well.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I think they showed. I don't know if he took a snap though. The backup to Mac Jones.
They
'Cause
did, yeah.
I don't, did he take a snap?
he did not take a snap, but he was
didn't-
he was
didn't take
warming
a-
up. He was
yes,
warming up.
he was warming up. So you would have been down to quarterback
Yeah.
3. So
Who is their backup? To the backup?
I
Jacoby
honestly,
Brissett?
No.
No.
He, actually, Jacoby Brissett's in Arizona.
that's
He
right.
might be starting actually for Arizona
for
this week
Arizona,
if
yeah.
that all works
Yeah.
out. I'm not 100% sure. But real quick though, back to the Bucks game. Did you? Well, if you guys had to guess, Christian McCaffrey, great running back, elite running back. What would you think his rush prop is against the Bucks?
Against the Bucks?
64 yards.
For yards?
Good number. What do
I
you
would
think?
say 73.
Good number. Also, that's pretty consistent. What do you got?
I'd be right around 70s.
55.
Wow.
Really?
Yes. A lot of respect for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers
Dang.
defensive
Wow.
rush.
I
defense.
might
Yeah.
go over on that. To be
I
honest
like
with you.
it. Now I did look
Because-
at the receiving and receiving and rushing. That
Yeah.
line was closer to either 70 to 80.
Okay.
So you could do that as well too, because
I love
again,
that.
because you're gonna have to include him
You
in
know
the
what's
game
crazy?
somehow.
Prior to this year, I'd never done that. Kev, you actually turned me on to that bet. I love that bet.
Yeah, they're nice. They're nice.
They're so nice.
Like, I was looking
With
at a
so many
couple
times
today.
they do a little screen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was looking
Yeah.
at a couple today. They
Yeah.
seem kind of out of reach.
Well,
but
tonight Saquon Barkley, I was looking at that one. It's 109. You know what I mean? I liked it.
yeah, we gotta hope Philly throws it more though.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's total yards?
That's,
Total
that's
yards.
receiving and rushing.
Yeah, I like that.
I
I
love
think they
that.
call it all-purpose yards essentially.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
That's
yeah.
pretty much how they
Yeah.
pretty much get it. So those are my 3 picks. I'm excited about it, and I will not be wearing this hat next week. That's my pick.
I love it.
Repeat.
Thank you. Oh,
Yes, real quick, I repeat it. Dallas to win by 3, New England to win by 3.5, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to win by 3 against San Francisco.
Oh, very
Nice.
nice. Very
I
nice.
like 'em.
Very nice.
Love it.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Moneyline Kev. What's going on with you?
All right, so for me, I already talked about my 3-0. I don't think I need to go over it again.
Quack, quack.
So
Kev's like, let me just remind you,
Yeah.
3-0.
yeah, so it did. Anybody else?
We did not. We did not.
It does a good.
That's all right.
It is a good feeling to go 3-0. Let me tell you.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, we're going to have to put the graphic
This guy
up
would
of the how many wins for the year, too.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
You have
yeah.
the data.
I do
Data.
have the data. I don't
Yeah.
really want to show that just yet.
I love
Not
it.
all
I love
data
it.
has to be presented.
There's nothing like holding yourself accountable to what to what
Oh,
we talked
100%.
about it and kind
Yeah.
of saying by it. So,
Yep.
but did we sit this way on purpose? Like teams that have gone 3-0 on this side. and then
I think I
on
was
that
2
side.
and 3 last
I was
week.
2 and 3 as well.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not
you
that
get,
bad.
no,
You're
we
winning.
all did really, really well
Yeah.
actually.
2 and
I
3.
thought I was not going to be the only 3-0 guy.
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
you are?
yeah. All right, so let's get into week 6 for the NFL. So, my first pick, I'm going with Kansas City at -2. I'm taking the points. They're playing at home against the Detroit Lions. Now, the Lions, they have an explosive team. And to be honest, I was kind of looking at the Lions at the +2, but I was listening to somebody else, and they kind of laid it all out, right? The Lions, they're suffering a lot of defensive players. They're out.
Some injury problems.
Yep.
And when you look at like the past 4 games they played the Bears, they played the Bengals, they've played the Browns, and they've played the Ravens. All like aside from the Browns, who do have a good defense,
Yep.
they played against very easy to beat defenses. So against Kansas City, like this feels like a trap number to me.
Yeah,
at
yeah.
Detroit at +2.
All right, I like it.
So I'm going to take Kansas City at -2. They'll win by a field goal. I think it'll still be a close game, but judging from last week, the way Kansas City played,
Yep.
I feel like they're just going to take it.
And it's in Kansas City, is that right?
It is in
It's a
Kansas
home
City.
game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And the great thing is one of us will be wearing a hat because I'll be picking Detroit.
Nice.
I'll tell you what. Speaking of that game, because I think it's gonna be like a shootout. I think both quarterbacks over 1.5 passing touchdowns might be a good prop.
I
Yeah,
love that.
I feel like that would be a good one too. And
Also-
Jared Goff is in a dome,
Yes.
so he loves the domes.
Yep.
Yes.
It does. Also, the when you think of a game like that, we think it's going to be shootout very close. That's a great teaser leg as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, the best part about that is like when there's a game where you're just not 100% sure which way it's going to go, you could do over/under, you could do player props, you could
Yep.
do first halves, you could just chop it up any way you want.
Yeah, because that game is a standalone game. It's a night game, so everyone will be
that's
watching
true.
that game.
Oh yeah. So with my second pick, I'm going to go back to the player props. So Atlanta's playing this week, so of course I got to pick Bijan Robinson.
I would hope.
Yeah.
Money line Cat, when do you see you in a Bijan Robinson jersey? By
Yeah,
the end
I
of the
wanna
year, the
see
amount of
that.
money this guy's making
You know, I can't do that because I'm a Bucks fan.
I hear you. I hear you.
So I can't wear an Atlanta
Yeah,
jersey.
but the amount of money
and
he's
feel okay
making you, I
about
think
it.
you have to
I think
support him.
there should be a limit. If he makes you so much money, you have to get a small tattoo.
Well, I like it.
I like next
Maybe
level.
some initials.
Next level.
Maybe I'll get some Dijon with a Bijan.
I was just gonna say, get the little Dijon mustard tattoo. You know,
I like
little,
it.
little
I like
mustard
it.
action.
I
Yeah.
know what it means.
We'll know what it means. We'll know what it means.
So I'm taking him at over 76.5 rushing yards. So I was looking at the all-purpose yards. They have him
Yeah.
at about 110.
Okay.
It's 40 yards receiving. Wow.
That's a lot of
Yeah,
receiving
so
yards.
that's a lot of receiving yards.
Yeah.
And the Bills, they're not the worst at stopping the rush,
Yeah.
but they're also not the best. They're right in the middle. Of the
No, I like that a lot.
So
I'll be on that play as well.
What was the rush number, sorry?
77.
77.5. Okay.
76.5.
Quick pro tip: what I've been doing too, like if I see a number that's like 77.5 or really close to that, I'll look at the over 80, a little bit better odds.
Oh,
it's like
I love
if it's
that.
minus 110, you get maybe
Absolutely
plus
love
105.
that.
I'm like,
Yeah.
perfect. What's in between 2 yards more, or whatever,
it.
just get a little better juice.
Yeah.
Better odds.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yep, smart.
And then for my last pick, I'm going to go with New England versus New Orleans. I'm going with Drake May to throw over 1.5 touchdowns.
So I think we're gonna have to cut this hat in half. I thought we were gonna battle again. I'm like, are you gonna go New Orleans? Come on.
Well, okay, so I wrote down some stats this time, right?
Oh, he's ready.
Oh, we got
Okay,
that.
so Drake May has thrown 2 touchdowns in 3 of his last 5 games.
He looked really good.
He's been looking great, and New Orleans has allowed 2 touchdowns in every game by a quarterback.
Oh, wow.
I like the research.
That's good
Cat.
work.
All right, so I had to look that up because the other one I was looking at, which is not my official pick, would have been Jordan Love at over 1.5 touchdowns.
Yeah.
He's a little bit more. He's a little safer. His
Yeah,
line
yeah,
was
yeah.
at minus 150, and Drake May is at minus 120. But the problem with Jordan Love is that, there was no problem
Yeah.
other than that.
The number,
just odds,
The,
yeah.
the number
Just the
matters.
juice.
The number matters
Yeah.
because the juice does matter. The juice
Yeah.
does matter.
I think the Patriots on our search. I mean, with Mike Vrabel now kind of under him, he just looks serious on the sideline.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
they
Yeah.
kind of look forward to that,
Oh,
that
yeah.
leadership. So I really
Definitely.
like the Patriots right now.
Oh yeah. So my official picks for this week is Kansas City -2, Bijan Robinson over 76.5 rushing yards, and Drake May over 1.5 touchdowns.
Very cool. I like that. I like that a
Passing
lot.
touchdown.
As I mentioned, I'll be on Detroit. I just feel when I look at my power rating, they're my highest rated team. And so I think it'll be a really great game. As I mentioned before, also put them in teaser legs because I really do think it's going to be quite a shootout.
Okay.
The second game is I'll actually be in London on the weekend. And so
very nice,
I will be at the Jets versus the Broncos game. So if I'm at the game, I'd like to bet on the game. As you guys probably, a lot of you gamblers know, as you attend the games, makes it a little more spicy being in there.
Make sure you send a short.
Oh, definitely. I will send a short on
a good
location.
idea.
On
Wear the
location in
shirt.
London.
Location.
I will definitely do that. But I really,
we got to get our international shirt sales up.
oh,
so.
I will definitely be wearing the shirt. And then also, I really like the Broncos. I just really feel the line's at 6.5 right now, under a touchdown. They're kind of saying that the Jets are really reliant on Fields running. And actually, Denver is the best at stopping running quarterbacks.
Oh,
They held
nice.
Daniels to like 4 yards. I mean, they hit everyone they've played. They've been under 15 yards. And so when you think about that, you think of the Jets' real strength is Fields running around. So I really like the Broncos there. I really like Detroit. And my third game I like is Seattle. So Seattle is playing Jacksonville, and Seattle's an underdog by 1 point. As we all mentioned, we watched that Seattle Buccaneers game. Their offense looks great.
Yeah.
And so when you start to think of Seattle's offense, and then when I think of Jacksonville, I feel like they played the game of their lives. I mean, they're
they did,
nationally televised, beating Kansas City. The high you feel from that. a lot of football is around momentum, how you're feeling and kind of going. They're feeling very high about themselves. And I think Seattle's going to kind of bring them back into reality. So once again, my games are Denver to win by 6.5 over the Jets, Detroit getting 2 points at Kansas City, and then Seattle getting 1 point at Jacksonville. So I got 2 underdogs this week.
Got it.
All right.
Nice.
I love it.
liked it a lot.
We're going to kick it back over to college. What a weekend it was. So a couple games to recap last week. I don't know if any of you guys watched this game, but I was dead wrong. I had Penn State bullying UCLA and the Bruins with the upset. Did you guys watch any of that?
Absolutely shocked.
That was insane.
Absolutely shocked, because I really thought Penn State, after losing to Oregon, would
Yes.
bring their A game, kind of their really revenge game, so to speak, to kind of say, hey, we are a top 5 team. And then to lose outright was crazy.
That was crazy.
But we've seen this a couple of times too, though. I mean, we're like, we expect like a bounce back game in college, and you just don't see it as
Yeah.
often. Like, I mean, we saw that with the Gators when they lost.
Yeah.
We saw LSU. I mean, it's just like a couple of teams they just don't have it. It's teams that they're not even ranked.
Yeah.
Definitely. This one also was wild. Ohio State at home was playing the Gophers. The Buckeyes definitely covered. It was 42-3. They just rolled over Minnesota. I thought the Gophers would keep it a little bit closer. I thought they'd cover.
Well, I was going to say, when you have a 24-point line and a Minnesota team that likes to run the ball a ton, you're like, well, they're going to take the air out of the ball. I figured it'd be a much closer game, but it was not. Ohio State came to play.
Yeah, we thought that one too. This one we got right. We had Miami covering the 4.5-point spread on the road in Tallahassee against Florida State. They won 28-22. Miami looked great, man. They are on that natty train.
Yeah.
They looked amazing. So we covered that one.
And just on that one real
Yeah.
quick, as you know, I think we've told our listeners, but we are both on Miami to win the national championship.
We are.
And so, very, very profitable on that one. Also, what's great is the national championship is actually in Miami this year. And so when you think about that, they actually get home field advantage if they were to make it all the way there. And you think of the benefit of playing in your own stadium, your own locker room. You think of that really helps the nerves if they were to get to the national championship.
Yeah.
Pretty
Also, the other great thing about when you bet a future that large, you have a lot of profit availability there. And so if they just make the playoffs, you can actually start to do a little bit of hedging against them to kind of make sure you monetize those tickets.
Yeah.
And so when you start to look at bets where you can get 10-1, 15-1,
Yep.
you put down enough money on those things, you can really monetize them.
Yeah, and the Miami ticket we have is 16-1, so
Yeah.
it gives you a lot of wiggle room if they get deeper into the playoffs.
That's correct.
2 last games. Alabama was the game day was at their in Tuscaloosa. They did cover over Vandy. It was a closer game, but they covered the point spread, so that was a fun watch. And then the last game was Notre Dame. They are really good at covering, and they did on the 19.5-point spread over Boise State. They won by 21, so they covered. All right, so let's get into this week. I got 7 games to talk through real quick, and I'll give you my top 3. Kind of hard to pick, but
And
Friday-
just real quick
yeah,
before you
go
jump
for it.
into that, the reason why you'll notice Sean always has 7 games is because in the contest in Vegas, you need to pick 7 games.
For the Circa.
For the circuit, yes. And so so that's why we're always picking 7 games, because that's what we need to submit. And so if you want to follow along, if you were also in the contest, you could submit our picks as well.
Yeah. So I got USF. They're playing Friday night against North Texas, who's actually good this year. I don't know if you guys remember the movie Unnecessary Roughness with Scott Bakula.
Oh, yeah.
So it's crazy that this team's good, but their quarterback's a stud. He was a D3 guy that's now playing D1 and balling. It's a pick'em game. So I'm going to go with USF. They're 4-1, and if you've seen the latest projections of the college football playoff, USF's pictures on there. They're in there.
Is
So
in it.
That's right.
I think
Right.
that
Sense that.
their coach is going, guys, look at this board. These 11 teams are elite, and we're on that.
Yeah.
So we got to start thinking that way.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Also,
so-
what's interesting about that is North Texas is in the American League. They are 5-0. USF is 4-1.
Yep.
So this is truly to see who's
This-
the top of the division.
Huge game Friday night. It's really the only great game to watch on Friday night.
Yeah.
So I'll be watching. That's going to be fun. I'm going Bulls.
Yep.
The other one is Missouri is hosting Alabama. Alabama is a 3.5-point favorite. I've listened to probably 5 or 6 different podcasts, read a bunch of different stuff, and kind of gone back and forth 3 different times on this one. But I like Missouri plus 3.5. They're playing very good. They're undefeated. They're at home. So I don't know if you guys have thoughts on that one, but Missouri's, I kind of like them hanging in there, maybe even winning.
So this is a really big game because both teams are trying to make it to the playoffs.
Yes.
And so this is, a lot of people are calling this the show me game, to say, hey, which of these 2 teams is the one that should be in there? You know what I mean? So this is a very, very large game.
And Missouri is the
Show me
Show me
state.
state.
Show me state.
That's why they're
Yeah.
called a show me game.
There we go.
Yes.
Indiana's on the road to Eugene. They're going to Oregon. This game's going to be wild. There's two main games I'm excited about: Texas, Oklahoma, and Indiana, Oregon. Indiana is a 7.5-point underdog. I like the Hoosiers. I think they keep it close. I think they might lose, but I think they'll keep it within a field goal. So that's going to be primetime Saturday night. I can't wait to watch that one.
That'd be a great game there. I would actually lean with Oregon because they've made me money so far this year. One thing interesting about betting is when you bet on a team and they make you money, you start to kind of like them a little bit. So I might be a little biased because they've made me money this year.
Funny enough, I have the opposite with Michigan State. I don't know what it is about Michigan State, but Sparty does not like me. I remember I dropped, $100, which is a big deal for my price point. This is March Madness. It wasn't even football, but it just made me. They played UCLA. This is like 6 years ago.
Yeah.
And I was just so mad because they were such a big favorite. I think I picked a money line and they lost.
Yeah.
So Penn State's my stay away team. Okay, I'm going Michigan State. I'm sorry. I'm going Penn State revenge spot versus Northwestern. It's a 22.5-point line. I kind of see this game going like 35-3, 42-7. I could be wrong, but that's one of my picks.
So this is the get right from the get right game?
This is the get right.
Get right.
This makes up for last week.
Get back. Yeah, exactly. I like that.
It's got to hit at one point.
Exactly.
And I will wear the hat if I'm wrong. Yeah. Come on, James Franklin. Don't make me look bad.
Yeah.
Blow us up in the comments if we're wrong.
Yeah.
All right. Arizona State is going to Utah. I watched that Texas Tech-Utah game, and Texas Tech kind of had their way with them.
They look really good.
Not really feeling Utah right now. I like Arizona State plus 5.5. So they're getting points. I think they could win outright.
Yeah.
So going with the Sun Devils. All right. Wake Forest is at Oregon State. I like the Demon Deacons at -2.5. I think Wake Forest wins that game outright by a field goal, I would say. And then my last game is San Diego State on the road to Nevada. They are a 7.5-point favorite. The Aztecs are doing really well.
They really
They're
are.
playing awesome. It's the night game. It's like one of the last games on the card. I think Hawaii is always the last one.
Always the last
But
game.
they are a 7.5-point favorite. I think they win by 2 touchdowns. If I had to pick 3, I'm going to go USF. I'm going to be rooting for the Bulls. And I like Missouri to win outright or cover. And I like San Diego State. I'm laying off Penn State. I'm not going to touch the Texas-Oklahoma game. I don't know. I can't wait to watch that game.
Well, the other thing, too, is the Oklahoma quarterback has not yet been cleared. And so that's a huge difference depending on what you're looking at. What's very interesting, though, is before the year starts, they always have lines for the games of the year. And that was a Texas 10-point line at that point.
Yes, it was.
And now it's basically a pick 'em.
Swinging back.
And so you think of the craziness of a lot of bettors go and pick up those games of the year because then they have a stance. Like right now, some people have tickets with Texas,
So
minus 10.
if you had to pick Oklahoma or Texas, who's going to win the game?
I'm going to go Texas just for the fact that Oklahoma's quarterback is not cleared yet, and we're already in Thursday.
Yeah.
Are they playing in Texas? Or?
It's at the Cotton Bowl. They split it. They always play at the Cotton Bowl.
It's
The
at
Red
the Cotton
River
Bowl.
rivalry.
All right.
Neutral.
I'll probably go with Texas also because, even if Oklahoma quarterback gets cleared, you don't know how they're going to treat him.
And the thumb injury is always tough to hold the ball.
Oh, it's your quarterback, dude. That's your job.
That's your
You
quarterback.
got to hold the ball.
Yeah.
I like
I'm
Texas
on Texas,
as well.
too.
Yeah, I think the defense is really good. I think it'll be a lower scoring game. So, final wrap up. Any final thoughts? Any comments, games?
Just want to say I'm super excited to be on location in London this week, so you guys will definitely
Heck
see
yeah.
it. You guys
Get
will
a short out
you guys will
there.
definitely
Really
see a
cool.
short there. And then next Thursday, since I'll be in Poland on Thursday.
Look at this guy.
You guys may have to carry the show without me.
The Parlay Bros is going international.
International.
We will not miss an episode. I mean, our loyal subscribers, what are we up to, 35 now? I mean, like,
only getting
please
bigger.
Share, send some love.
Yeah.
It's like a rocket ship.
Exactly.
Yes.
It's kind of funny we have gone the whole show without talking about the Cincinnati Bugles because they're looking.
Oh.
Hey,
Should've brought a bag of those.
Yeah,
I did mention Jordan Love.
You did,
because
you
Green
did.
Bay's playing the Bugles.
They are
They
playing.
are. But did you
Yeah.
see who they're going to be starting now that they made a trade?
I did, Mr. Flacco.
Mr.
Yeah.
Flacco.
Joe Flacco.
He'll be throwing the ball, though. So they are a 14-point dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The funny thing about Flacco is he's played for every team in that division.
That's insane.
Even that, I thought that was super cool when I saw that
man.
stat. I was like, wow, that's pretty
I want
impressive.
to get like every football card of his and put it on like a little plaque.
I love it. I love it.
That's awesome.
All right, well, special thanks to the Smoke District here on Racetrack Road in Tampa, Florida on location.
Yeah.
You gotta love the cigars.
Yes.
Fantastic
We'll
cigars.
see you next week. Enjoy the football weekend.
I don't know.
See you later.
See ya.